In Gambit and Wolverine, victims, point of no return. Mastermind the Second is psychically linked with Arcade as she uses her psychic abilities over illusions to pit Gambit and Wolverine against each other. But as Mastermind and Arcade are psychically linked, she sees something very disturbing. You see, Arcade told Mastermind the Second that Wolverine killed her father, the original Mastermind. Martinique confronts Arcade because while she was in his head, she saw evidence that Wolverine may not have been the one that murdered her father after all. But elsewhere, as Gambit lays on the floor unconscious, he's awoken by Wolverine. Gambit wakes thinking he had the strangest dream, but Wolverine informs him that those were no dreams. Next to them lay the robotic clone of Martinique that Wolverine sliced up earlier. Wolverine grabs the remains of the android, and Gambit uses his ability to kinetically charge it and then blow a massive hole in the wall. As Wolverine picks up the scent of Martinique, aka Mastermind the Second, they make their way into this facility only to be confronted by a slew of robots. And these are no ordinary robots, as they're all robotic versions of Wolverine. Gambit throws a kinetically charged card, blowing one of them back, while knocking the other one to pieces with his pole. Gambit watches as Wolverine takes claws to Robot and quickly eliminates the rest. As Wolverine stands atop a slew of robotic corpses, Gambit asks if he's okay, but Wolverine tells him no. But elsewhere in the central control room, Mastermind demands to know the truth of what happened to her father, the original Mastermind. But as she threatens Arcade, Gambit attempts to hit her with his pole. But unfortunately for Gambit, Mastermind just fades into an illusion. But Wolverine grabs Arcade and he tells him to give him one good reason why he shouldn't kill him. But Gambit grabs Wolverine and he tells him that's enough. He tells Wolverine if he can stop from killing this man, there won't be any doubt in his mind that Wolverine didn't kill those ladies. Arcade gets to live today, but as Arcade tries to escape, Mastermind the Second invades his mind. Martinique also invades Gambit and Wolverine's mind as she has no love for the X-Men. But as Martinique learns the truth about what actually happened to her father, she releases her psychic hold on Wolverine and Gambit. Apparently, Arcade couldn't admit to killing Loki, so he made up a new game. Using Wolverine robots, he created a modern-day Jack the Ripper. They left a string of bodies in the street, all assisted by Mastermind, who was also being misled by Arcade. But as Gambit tries to apprehend Mastermind, she pulls away and proceeds to disappear into Abyss. She promises Arcade will pay dearly for everything that went on here. But as Gambit throws a card at her, Mastermind disappears. Wolverine and Gambit are enveloped in the fog, and next thing they know, they're back at London with Arcade in their custody. They turn over Arcade to Detective Alexandra's partner, who's happy to get some closure on the case. Later, Logan and Gambit would visit the grave of Alexandra, where Gambit would introduce her to his good friend, Logan. But when we catch up with Arcade, he's being held indefinitely at the London Psychiatric Institute, Ward 9. And to make matters worse, he seemingly still suffers at the hand of Mastermind the Second, aka Martinique. The end.